the last time Punjab played Rajasthan, refusing singles was the thing that was most talked about. The two teams are going to clash again today, and we are going to talk all about it here at Time Out with Sports Adda. Arun, Sanju Samson refusing singles was the theme of the last match when Punjab and Rajasthan played. Before we get on to that and we talk, do you want to quickly have a look at yesterday's game?
Yeah, was disappointing, wasn't it? Quick recap of Bangalore v Kolkata. I picked Bangalore as favorites, didn't I? And what
Well, you
happened?
did.
And what happened?
The 92 all out was like it looks like I think you have to give it to them, Arun, where a team comes into a new season. It will take a couple of matches for them to get into a season and start getting acclimatized to the new conditions. So thankfully they are in a good place. They've won a lot of games in the first half, so this loss should not affect them too much.
Couple of things there, Akhil. One, we spoke about this in the preview for the season that, there are teams which will approach this as a fresh start. And I think
Yeah,
that's what Kolkata have done. They've
yeah.
said, what's gone is gone. Let's look at this as a fresh start, new book altogether. If teams have done 5-1 or 5-2 or 6-1 in the first part, why can't we do that now? And they've started off on the right note. Uh, Disappointing for Bangalore, but credit to Kolkata, they bowled brilliantly. I think their bowling strategies were 95-96% right. It would have been interesting if the match at the Bangalore innings had gone on to the last over because they would have had to bring in a fresh bowler.
Yeah.
Because all the key bowlers had exhausted their quota. It would have been interesting, but credit to Kolkata, Morgan and Brendan McCullum and everybody. Just a quick bit of trivia, Akhil.
Yeah.
Last night's game, that game, since we're talking about it, a total runs scored was 186, right? Across the two teams, across the two innings.
Yeah.
Now, this is in stark contrast to what happened in the first meeting between these two teams. RCB alone scored 204.
Yeah.
Bangalore alone scored 204 and Kolkata got 166. So 370 runs in that match and 186 or whatever last night. So yeah, two different kinds of contests.
Yes, and I mean before we move on to uh, the Punjab versus Rajasthan game, Arun, just 2 points we spoke about, and I would like to say that you spotted them brilliantly. Sunil Narayan bowling just as a bowler yesterday, 4.75 economy in the Caribbean League. He came and he showed his absolute class yesterday. And Varun Chakravarti, we spoke about him before in the preview show also. Brilliant yesterday. Got the important wickets. Two mystery spinners operating together. Lovely to see. You picked them pretty early.
And that's the way to go. And he was rightly used. Credit to Morgan. We criticized him for not leading teams outside of international cricket, but he got his strategy right. He used Narayan and Varun Chakravarti very smartly. Got Varun to open the bowling, then took him off, brought on his pacers, and then later on brought Varun and Narayan. That was brilliant to watch.
Okay, lovely. So Punjab versus Rajasthan. Sanju Samson refused singles. Got 100, and his team still couldn't win the game. Big scoring game last time these two teams met, if you remember.
And the memes were not everybody can be a MS Dhoni or do a MS Dhoni.
Yeah. Well, yes, he did what he had to. The two teams are again in sixth and seventh position. So these are two teams who really, really need to win and start. They don't have too many matches to lose and like look at combinations, etc. They need to start winning, right? Points table clearly show that they need to strive in everything.
Yes, and it's interesting. I mean, when the first phase of the tournament was abruptly brought to an end, Punjab had played that extra game, so they have that one lesser match in this phase of the tournament, and hence it becomes important that unlike Bangalore, they hit their straps running from ball one from match one. when they take the park, they've got to be on the money. And I chose Punjab as one of the teams who can kind of compete that fourth spot. I strongly believe they can. Let's look at
Okay.
the points table briefly if we can.
Yes,
Let's
yes.
recap, where things stand. You spoke about it, Akhil. Uh,
Yeah.
so it's you said 6v7. That's correct. So Punjab are seventh. They've played 8, won 3, lost 5. They have a negative net run rate of 0.368. Rajasthan are just above, played 7, won 3, lost 4. So they're not in that bad a position. They've got that one extra game in hand. That's
Yeah.
where things stand right now. But they've got to make a move up the ladder now.
You're saying you think Punjab has the capacity to reach the playoffs. Looking at this table, Arun, they have 6 games to go, out of which they have to win. I think all.
At
I mean, they
least
have to
5.
win 5 out of 5. Yeah,
At least 5, yeah. 6 will be a sure shot playoff spot, but at least 5. And I think they've got the team. They've got the team, Akhil. You
yeah.
look back at that Punjab lineup and you kind of pull your hairs wondering. I mean, not that I have too many left, but you pull your hairs wondering what's wrong with this team. Let's look at their playing 11 if you've got. Let's talk about their playing 11. Uh,
The
uh,
last playing 11 that they played with.
yeah, the playing 11 of the match they played the last time. Look at this lineup, Akhil, and tell me this cannot win matches.
Oh, it's a absolutely fabulous batting order in my opinion. I think they are wonderful. KL Rahul I think missed a few games. I mean he was supposed to miss a few games because of his injury last season, the first half of the season. But again, Mayank led a few games. Thankfully, Rahul is back. Rahul, Agarwal, Gale, a solid lineup. Nicholas Puran. I mean, this is an explosive T20 lineup as you can get.
That top six, Akhil, is as good a top six you will get in international cricket, in any T20 side for that matter.
Absolutely right. And I mean, the replacements also that they've got in now, just fabulous. I mean, I really like Aiden Markram as a player, Arun. I don't know what you think of him as a T20 player, but I think he's a solid player, gives you runs. I think he's bowling very well also if you've seen the last T20 series. So I think it's a smart pick.
We've not spoken about the right side of the column. We'll come back to that. But Markram as a replacement for Malan is a good one, though I don't know how Punjab will
He'll
field him
fit
in the
in.
11. Yeah, I
Yeah.
don't know how he can fit in into that 11. But we'll come back to the right side of the column of that same graphic. And they're missing a couple of names. That's the worry now. How do Punjab address that? They can get
Yeah.
runs on board. We've seen that. But look at the names they will miss. They will miss Jai Richardson. They will miss Riley Meredith. Who do they
Yeah.
bring on is now going to be the question.
Well, it's going to be interesting. I think they might really struggle because these two they've paid a lot of money for these two bowlers. Like we were speaking, it's like a huge chunk of their budget gone there. Uh, as long as they can, if the conditions don't favor medium pacers, then they can probably get somebody like a Fabian Allen to come and bowl a few overs. They've got an Adil Rashid who's a wicket taker. So for Adil Rashid, conditions don't really matter. He bowls well in all conditions. So if he's somebody who can definitely replace one of these pacers.
Yes, given the conditions are right, we don't know what the conditions are going to be at Dubai. The one other player who will come in big on confidence is Chris Jordan. Now I don't know. I again, there's so much talent in that lineup, Akhil. You don't know how to fit them in. I'm looking through the lineup. There's Chris Jordan. There's Fabian Allen. How can you fit in Fabian Allen in that team? You spoke about Adil Rashid. There's Adil Rashid, obviously. There's Nathan Ellis who's been brought in as a replacement for Meredith. So there's so much of talent. Anil Kumble and KL will have a difficult job on their hands.
Absolutely, they have a tough job, and I mean, like Punjab, there have been a lot of replacements on their opposite team also, isn't it? Rajasthan have also had to replace a lot of players, and it might just give an opportunity for their bench also to come and show what they can do. And one player everybody is talking about, and with the kind of form that he showed in England and in the domestic games, there, Liam Livingston, Arun. He's really set the T20 game and the domestic game there ablaze, isn't it?
Explosive batsman, absolutely explosive batsman, and he's kind of carved out a reputation for himself in the last year or so. And has he forced himself into the England side?
He has. He got that brilliant 100 for England, also smashing everything. So he's
No, I also
definitely.
meant the World Cup side. He's been picked in the World Cup side, has he?
I
If
think
if
he's been picked in the World Cup side. Yes.
Yeah, he's forced himself up the ladder quickly with his performances. So you're right. That's one name. If you can go back to that list, Akhil, and look at the players they've lost first,
Yeah.
and then we look at the players they brought in as replacements. Big misses for Rajasthan. Big misses.
Yeah, Ben Stokes is absolutely he's one of the best players in the world. Whether it's batting, bowling, or just the sheer presence that he gets to teams, it's impossible. It's like having to replace a Virat Kohli or a Rohit Sharma. I rate Ben Stokes in that elite category. So it's impossible to replace such a player. Jofra Archer again, just you cannot find players like that, right? He's just too good a bowler. Gives you those 4 overs of threatening pace, wicket taking ability, and again coming back in the death, bowling Yorkers, slower ones. It's like a machine made combination.
They're missing Josh Butler as well. Josh Butler at the top. Not at the greatest of runs recently, but Josh
Yeah,
Butler in T20 cricket can change games like you turn on a button, switch on a button. He's that kind of player. And if
he got a
Rajasthan had
hundred for
to,
them last time.
he did. But we'd speak about that. But he's not had a great run recently. But you're right. I mean, Josh Butler. If any batsman, if you ask any team, any opposition, who's the most dangerous player in that lineup? It'll have to be Sanju Samson and Josh Butler. I mean, there are others, but with Josh Butler gone, that's a big blow to Rajasthan. They've got Livingston, but Josh Butler, they've got a soft corner for him.
Okay, good one.
There's one other player
There's
I'm looking forward to. Again, it
sure
depends on how they field him. Is Tabraiz Shamsi.
the number one bowler in T20 cricket.
I don't know how Rajasthan will field him. There's so much, so many questions about combinations. Uh, you think a certain player's got to play, but then overseas player combinations will kind of become a hurdle, and then you've got to play somebody else. Fascinating, absolutely fascinating. I want to quickly look at what Rajasthan have done so far. Let's look at
Yeah,
who the top run getters are in that first leg of the tournament. That's the problem, Akhil.
yeah.
This is the problem. Look at that. Sanju Samson and Josh Butler ahead by a distance. And then look at what's
Hmm.
happened. Shivam Dubey is 109 runs lesser than the second place Josh Butler, right? And then there's
Yeah.
David Miller, there's Rahul Tewate who kind of struggled to match up with what he did last season. That's the problem for Rajasthan. They need runs. And they need runs outside of Sharjah.
Interesting one. I mean, they definitely need runs in the lower middle order is what we can also see. Shivam Dubey was a big pick for them. David Miller is I don't understand. David Miller is such a fantastic hitter of the ball. So much experience he's got. I think he has he gets so many opportunities to show his game. Just not been
Years.
able to stamp his authority.
Years and years and years of playing in the IPL. Yeah, you're right. Hopefully, Rajasthan will believe like Maxwell, did in the first leg. Hopefully, Miller can do his bit here. But it's an interesting matchup. This Rajasthan v Punjab. One side, good on bowling. The other side, excellent batting team.
Yes, excellent batting team. My favorite batsman, my favorite opening pair there in Punjab, Rahul and Mayank back together. I'm just happy to see them back together, bat together. I hope Mayank just goes in and expresses himself again. If you remember, he got a brilliant 99 the last time
Hmm.
he was captaining the side
Hmm.
in the absence of Rahul. He showed that he can carry the team on his own shoulders. So I really hope he comes back gunning. He was unfortunate in England getting that hit on the helmet just before the test match. So he didn't play any games there. So I'm really looking forward to a fired Mayank Agarwal coming and playing at his 140, 150 strike rate.
That's what we want. You hit the nail on the head. We want Mayank, and that's what will happen. I'm expecting that to happen. Mayank will play. Mayank should play. Mayank should not be a 120, 130 player. Play freely, play with freedom, 140, 150. Much like Prithvi Shaw in Delhi Capitals, that's the
Spot
way he
on.
should play. And KL
Okay.
Rahul, he should not go into a shell. He should not be a runner ball player. He can still score 120, 120 maybe at the start. And then we know he can accelerate.
Okay, perfect. So interesting game. Very, very important win. This one win today will, if one of the teams will be really happy after it, because they'll just have some pecking order going on in the points table. Who are you going to pick for today's match?
Punjab, because it's got my favorite players, it's got my favorite coach, and because it's mini Bangalore.
Okay, I think I'm going to go with Punjab also today. Their explosive openers are just too good to watch, and I hope they can at least continue to be a presence until the end of the tournament and cause a threat. So we agree on Punjab today. We are going to talk all about the games going ahead in the Indian T20 League. Please do send us your comments, your thoughts on what we should talk about, and we'd love to integrate that here. And as usual, great fun talking to everyone here at Time Out with Sports Adda.